So in late 2023, a series of billboards started appearing around Accra and across Ghana. The idea of erecting billboards or renting space on billboards to promote a product or to solicit for votes isn't new or very innovative. But not these ones. What would normally be a picture of a celebrity holding a product with a big smile on their faces, asking you to buy that particular product, or an image of a political figure trying to make their best impression of a humble and competent person. These particular billboards featured a huge image of a mass figure in a striking formal outfit with an accompanying hashtag, the new force. The identity of this masked figure wouldn't be revealed for weeks, causing speculation and debates on social media about who could possibly be behind the mask. It wasn't until January 7, 2024 that the identity of the masked figure was finally revealed to be Ghanaian businessman, real estate mogul, and a philanthropist, Nana Kwame Bediako, popularly known as Freedom Jacob Caesar or simply Cheddar. And while recording this, I just realized revealing his identity on 7th January is quite symbolic because January 7th is when Ghanaian presidents are sworn into office. So a few days ago, on January 1st, Cheddar officially revealed his intention to run for president during his Manifesto launch. In a manifesto which many Ghanaians have hailed as one of the greatest to come from any political candidate since Nkrumah, with many people calling it visionary and game-changing. So the question then becomes, is it really? And that's what we are here to find out today. Hello, my name is Francis. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be exploring the feasibility of a few of Cheddar's manifesto policies or promises and see how it well fits into the current Ghanaian economic state and truly tell if these are the plans Ghana needs at this moment. You want to watch this to the end because the future of a country might depend on this. So get your Ghana flags, get some snack, maybe Kilo Willy and water. Sit back and let me take you on a journey to Freedom City. But before we get into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts about anything I say in this video in the comments. Subscribe and turn post notifications on because I post new videos every single week. With that said, let's get it. So on Sunday 1st September 2024, self-acclaimed visionary businessman Nana Kwame Bediako.
But what do you do? Who you them?
Oh, I am a developer. I am an industrialist. I am a visionary. I am a philanthropist, humanitarian philanthropist. I'm an entrepreneur. Go and bring someone that has all these credentials and credibilities.
Announced his plans to save Ghana from economic woes in his manifesto dubbed the 12 Pillars to Economic Freedom. It had everything in it, everything the Ghanaian youth wanted to hear, presented with charm and eloquence that for a brief moment, reality faded for a lot of people. Was this the Messiah? People thought, hitting all the points from industrialization to making Ghana the heart of the United States of Africa. Words echoed through him from his idol, the first president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. On that night, he made sure every utterance and shot from the broadcast was symbolic and had a futuristic aura about it. From his grand entrance, arriving in a trailer truck painted in the Ghana flag, red, gold, green, with a black star at the front and sides, symbolizing his new vision for Ghana, which embraces industrialization, poised to manufacture and export goods to the rest of the world, with him as the leader, to walking down an aisle of illuminated photos of his idol, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, clearly showing his influences as he walked to the stage. Then he led with a banger opening statement.
Country where the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. We stand resolute with a higher purpose to build our nation and restore our rightful heritage. This policy is not just a vision, it is a call to action. A blueprint for a future where Africa claims its place on the global stage, not as a continent rich in untapped potential, but as a beacon of prosperity and progress. Let us embrace this challenge with the urgency it demands, for the time to act is now.
That opening statement captured everything he was going to talk about in the manifesto. It was perfect.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
but I'll not be able to discuss all 12 of his policies, so I'll put a link to that video in the description for those of you who are interested. I'll only pick 2. This video is going to be focused on if these plans are feasible in Ghana's current economic state. And for some context, in Ghana, only 2 parties rule, the NPP and the NDC. They take almost 99% of votes cast every single election, and the other 27 plus parties and independent candidates share just 1%. So I bring that up to say the chances of Cheddar winning this election is infinitesimally small. For a chance for him to even have a shot at the presidency, he would have to align with one of the 2 parties, work through the motions till he's finally allowed to run for presidency again. But that's not the video we are doing today. Today we are suspending disbelief and go to freedom land. We are going to assume we're in a perfect world, and in this Ghana, Cheddar had an equal chance of winning the election as any other candidate in 2024. So if Cheddar's manifesto resonated with Ghanaians, on January 7, 2025, he would be sworn in as the new president of Ghana. And with that, he would be inheriting around 700 billion Ghana cedis in debt. He would be tasked with solving the unemployment crisis among the youth. He would also have to address inflation and the depreciation of the Ghanaian cedi, which I've made a few videos about and I think you should watch. I'll link that above and in the description. He would also have to address the low industrialization and over-reliance on imports, and also corruption, among many other problems and issues in the Ghanaian government. So in the face of these challenges, we are going to explore how his policies would make or break the country. So first, let's start with this.
I know I've been saying all of this, but it say if you want to educate a nation, you educate the woman of that nation, and it will transcend, it will go down further. We believe that education in this country needs to be tweaked, changed, make it adaptable to our culture. And that's why Pillar 7 introduces to you industrialization.
Changing the education curriculum by leveraging on skills that turn students into entrepreneurs and not job seekers. Of course, I agree with this policy. I think there should be a systematic upgrade of the current Ghanaian education system to add a bit more of practicals and modern methods to help produce graduates who are skilled in problem solving and business skills to create their own businesses. So he could be calling for more focus on practical and hands-on learning on areas such as entrepreneurship, leadership, and problem-solving skills. And this would involve teaching students skills like business management, financial literacy, digital marketing, which are all essential in running their own business. Nurturing a new generation of Ghanaian graduates who are ready to build and manage their own businesses. Very sweet and very nice, but there's a catch. So the curricular change would demand extensive research, training, and material development. And this would cost tens of millions of dollars. For example, when Kenya changed their curriculum in 2017, it cost them $1.6 billion over a span of 5 years. So this is the price Cheddar should expect provided this policy gets implemented. And apart from this, the teachers would also need to be retrained, and they'll have to relearn new things to be able to teach efficiently and effectively to their students. Retraining thousands of Ghanaian teachers would also cost the government a lot of money. Apart from this, the schools would have to upgrade their technology, computers, Wi-Fi, their labs, new infrastructure would have to be built to accommodate these new technology and ideas. This will also cause a bit of a problem for students who are already in the middle of their education, as they will now be introduced to new concepts and new ideas, which will require extra effort from students. And to make these changes as smooth as possible, it will have to be implemented over a long period, probably a 5 to 10 year period. The list goes on, but let's go on to one of the big promises he made during his manifesto line. And this is called the 16 Regional Revolution. And as the name implies, this initiative is aimed at transforming Ghana's 16 regions through a series of programs and projects. And the idea behind this is decentralizing the economic growth in Ghana, because it is very evident that most of the things that happen in Ghana happen in Accra. And he's trying to change this by empowering the local community and promoting industrialization and self-reliance plants in all the other regions in Ghana. And since he'll be doing this for all the 16 regions, I won't be able to analyze every single project he plans on doing. So I'm going to take just one region, the Western region, and focus on just one project: gold production, refinery, and exportation.
We want to become exporters, not importers. I mean, let's look at Western region. Let's look at Western region. I think Western region is by far the richest region, if not in Ghana, on the continent.
So if Cheddar's aim is to industrialize Ghana, export finished goods, and retain most of the wealth, this is how he could possibly go. Well, first, he might have to reanalyze relationships with companies that mine in Ghana, come to a new arrangement where Ghana gets a bigger share of profits from these companies. This could be in the form of increasing taxes or increasing royalties. Or he could also partner with foreign bodies to bring their expertise and technology, but the profits would be shared more equitably between the two parties, with Ghana getting more. But to retain the most wealth possible in the country, he would have to choose the most difficult option: doing it ourselves and ending relations with these mining companies.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
And this would come with a lot of legal issues and stress, but guess what? We are in Cheddar land, freedom land, and everything can be fixed with a snap. So currently, Ghana is the biggest exporter of gold in all of Africa, contributing to over 40% of Ghana's total export earnings and accounting for over 4 million ounces of gold annually. So with all the companies gone now, Ghana would have to mine its own gold, which on average costs anywhere from 200 to 500 million. He would also have to build a refinery to turn the gold into more valuable products like jewelry or bullion. And advanced refining equipment such as furnaces, separators, and automation systems might need to be imported because Ghana doesn't have any manufacturers that could supply such equipment. And this refinery and the gold mine would also need skilled and unskilled labor, which we do not currently have a lot of in Ghana, so will have to be brought from abroad or trained in the new curriculum. Maintenance and operation costs every year would be in the millions. And this is just building one gold mine and one factory in the Western region. But if he is able to pull this off, then Ghana would be on the road to economic stability and a prosperous future. But that could only happen if we had the resources to fund these projects. So to fund these, guess what Ghana would have to do? Get more loans. As we speak, the nation is already 700 billion Ghana cedis in debt. Take note that this and many other projects were promised in his manifesto. It is simply not possible to do this in Ghana's current economic state. And also, these projects will require a lot of equipment and technology which would need to be imported into the country. And as I explained in my video, The Collapse of the Cedi Part 1, this, if not managed correctly, could cause hyperinflation and further break the economy down. So this leaves Ghana in an economic loop where attempts at industrialization cause higher inflation, a depreciating currency, and harder times for Ghanaians. So now that we are at the end of our journey to Freedom Town, I'd like to note that I'm no economist. I'm just a guy with a camera and a voice. So if you have any thoughts, make sure to leave it in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the manifesto as a whole and what you thought of this video and my breakdown of the policies he plans to implement when he gets into power. Please make sure to like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and so I'll see you another time next week. Bye.